Hey guys, it's Morgan, and today I'm doing my day one Scallywagathon update. So today I read The Secret School by Abby. I have no idea if that's how you say it, if it's a boy or girl, I'm not sure. Anyway, this book is about a small town called Elk Valley. It's in Colorado, and it's based in 1925, and there's this little schoolhouse that has 8 students, grades 1 through 8. And the teacher has to leave before the end of the year because her mother has a stroke and she has to go take care of her mother. And so the school board decides that it's too late to get a new teacher and they're just going to shut the school down and all the students can repeat the year they just did the next year. So the children decide that they don't want to do that. They want to be able to continue on to the next year in schooling. And so Ida, who is the main character, is an 8th grader, and she's also what the other students see as the smartest kid in class. And so they decide that she's going to be their teacher. And so it just follows these students in the last couple of months of school trying to pass so that they can continue their schooling next year, because Ida and her friend Tom are both 8th graders and they would take their exit exams so that they could go to high school, because she really wants to be a teacher. And you have to go to high school to be a teacher. This book was given to me by my grandmother. She even wrote inside, "To Morgan, love Grandma Mary." So, Grandma Mary, I read it. Anyway, I don't even remember when I got this book. It might have been 11 or 12. But I have had it for a while. And I decided to read it. It's super short. I chose it as my standalone for my Scallywagathon. And I decided to start with the shorter books first, so that way I could read the longer books last, because last readathon I kind of started with the biggest book, and I only ended up reading 2.5 books. So I decided to start with the small books. I tried to pick smaller books for this readathon because I only average about 2 books a week. And this week I'm starting a new job, so I'm going to be so busy. I'm not sure how many books I'll read, but I have read 1 in a day. Super proud of myself. So anyway, some of my thoughts on this book. It was really good. I really liked it. I didn't expect to like it. I'm kind of right now into more like thrillers and magical things, and this doesn't fall into that. I'm not sure what genre this would be. Maybe realistic fiction. Because, yeah, I don't know if it's a true story or not. But I did like it. It kind of made me think of Little House on the Prairie, even though it's about 100 years after Little House on the Prairie. But the author did their research. The student, Ida and her brother, they drive their family car to school every day because they're 5 miles from school. And it's a Model T Ford. And I like cars. I just didn't know, like, some of the specific things about this car. Like, there's a clutch for reversing and there's a clutch for going forward, and that there's a throttle bar, there's not a gas pedal, and there's a choke. So you'd have to put the car in neutral, turn the choke up, adjust the throttle bar, and then you had to have someone crank the front to start the car, and then you have to adjust the choke so that the car's running smoothly, and then you can drive. Like, it's so much work. You don't just turn the car on. I did know there was crank cars, but I didn't know there was separate clutches. That's just interesting. That was really cool. I really like cars. But this book, it was good. There was a character in this book who made a comment about, he said, girls don't need to attend high school. And I was so offended. I was like, excuse me, maybe you need to shut up. He was a jerk. He was against these kids from the start, and I just hated him. He was evil. Because girls can go to high school. Actually, now there are laws that say if you're under 16, you have to go to school. Also, this book does mention that. Back then, there were no laws saying that children had to go to school. There was actually a student who didn't attend school every day in this book. And so it's crazy to think how privileged we are these days. You know, like, their car didn't have windows, and if you're driving in a rainstorm, you're gonna get wet. And, like, we don't have one-room schoolhouses anymore. We have grades, and so every student in that grade is learning the same thing, where in this curriculum she had to spread herself out between all the children because they were all in different grades, they all had different needs, and so what she ended up doing is having some of the older kids help the younger kids and stuff like that, and so they made it work. Like, it makes sense, but it's just crazy. It was really good. I liked it. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. It's a good start to a readathon. I'm pretty proud of myself for reading this whole book. And yeah, I think that's about it. I'm not sure if I'm going to read any more tonight or not. Probably not. But yeah, so that's my day 1 Scallywagathon update, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, today's day 2 of the Scallywagathon. So last night I did read a little bit more. I read a couple chapters in Daniel X Watch the Skies by James Patterson and Ned Rust. Probably like 20 pages. And then I also read for about 45 minutes this morning before I went to work. And then I read for about 10 minutes earlier, and then I just read probably 50-something pages just now. I'm on part 2. I have 114 pages left. I'm on page 125, so I'm just over halfway. I'm probably not going to read anymore because I'm super tired. It's been a long day. But if you don't know, this series follows a kid named Daniel X, who is an alien on planet Earth, here to protect humans from bad aliens. He has a most wanted list. And in the first book, he goes after number 6 on the list, and in this book, he's after number 5. And it's pretty good so far. I am liking it. But that's pretty much all I've read today. I was at work from 9 to 5:30. 9 to 6, actually, because I stayed late. And then I went and ate dinner with my mom, and came home and read for about 40 minutes. An hour maybe. And I'm so tired. I'm probably gonna go take a shower and not read anymore. I'm probably just gonna go to bed because I have to get up and do it all over again tomorrow. Lovely. But yeah, so I'm enjoying this book. I hope I can finish it tomorrow, and then even maybe read some of Shadow and Bone. I am only 25 pages into that book. Maybe I can read another chapter. But yeah, not a whole lot going on today. That's basically it. I worked and read. So yeah, I don't really have anything else to add, I guess. Yeah, that's about it. I know yesterday's update was a lot longer. And I guess I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, it's Morgan, and today is day 3 of the Scallywagathon. It's Tuesday. I forgot what day it was. So, I didn't quite finish Daniel X Watch the Skies by James Patterson and Ned Rust. I have 40 pages left. I might read some more. I might just finish it, but I'm so tired. It's 10:30. And I had a really long day. I worked till 5:30, and then I came home for a little bit, and I gave my dad a ride, and then I went to a movie with my cousin, which we went and saw Thank You for Your Service, which was amazing. It was a brutal movie, but it was good. I enjoyed it. And then I got home and discovered that I had dropped my wallet, and so I called and they said nobody turned it in, and I was like, okay, well, I'm coming back right now to check. And I got back and I found it. It's black, and so it kind of blends in, and the lights aren't very illuminating in the theater. You had to know what you were looking for. We were on the very top row, and it was like behind the leg of the chair, so it was super hidden, which I'm grateful for. I found it. So glad. I was freaking out. So yeah, I would have finished this book already if it hadn't been for that little adventure there. I guess I'll probably read at least one more chapter, which is only 2 pages, but that'll probably make me want to read another chapter. I'm gonna try and finish it. I'll try and finish it today. Tomorrow morning I don't have to work, so hopefully I can read for a couple of hours and maybe get a good chunk into Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. I'm really excited to read that book. I'm hoping it's good. I haven't read like a magical book in a long time, but this book is good so far. The first half was kind of boring for me. I wasn't really liking it as much as I liked the first book, and then I got to part 2, and the action definitely picked up a lot. So I'm enjoying this book. I guess that's it for my update for the 3rd day of the Scallywagathon. I guess I have 4 days to read 2 books. Actually I don't, because this weekend I'm going out of town and I'm not sure how much time I'm going to have to read, so tomorrow and Thursday, and that's about it, because I work, and then as soon as I get off work I'm leaving, and I'm not coming back till Sunday, and it ends on Saturday, so yeah, I don't know how much I'll get read. We'll see. I'll at least finish this book and get into Shadow and Bone. But yeah, that is my update for today. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Hi guys! Today is Sunday, November 12th. The Scallywagathon ended yesterday. Sorry I only got to update you guys for 3 days, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday I totally forgot. Thursday I worked 13 hours, had to go to the store, had to go to the gas station, had to pack, had to take a shower. By the time I got to bed it was midnight. I was so tired. I had to get up and go to work in the morning, 9 to 5, and then I had to go out of town. So that's why I didn't update you guys. I was out of town for Friday, Saturday, and I just got back today. But I did read a couple books. There's one book I didn't even open. I put a bookmark in it. That's as far as I got. So we'll just go in the order that I picked them. For the first one, I did Blue on the Cover, which is the one I didn't get to. That's Tunnel Vision. You can see I put the bookmark in there. By Susan Adrian. I still really want to read this book. I might just leave the bookmark in and start reading it after I finish the other book. This book is about a kid who can pick up a personal object and kind of like tunnel into their consciousness or something. He can see where they are, what they're doing, stuff like that, and the government ends up finding out about this ability that he has, and they blackmail him into working for them. And so I thought it sounded pretty interesting. I do want to read it. Hopefully I can get to it this month. The next book on my list was an overhyped book, and for that one I chose Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. I'm super close to halfway. Actually, I think I might be halfway because the book is actually only this big. So I'm probably about halfway. It's really good so far. This is by far my favorite read of this readathon. I did read every day, even if I only read a chapter. I think I only read a chapter today so far. I will read some more today, but I just didn't get into it fast enough. I guess I didn't have enough time. I was working a lot, and then I was traveling. And this week I'm traveling again. I literally took the clothes out of my suitcase, threw them in the washer so I can wash them and put them back in because I'm leaving tomorrow. Yeah, busy time of the year for me. So this book is awesome so far. I would probably give it a 5 stars because I'm really enjoying it. The writing style is really good. The story is really interesting. The magic is cool. It's just a good book. I really love it. I can't wait to finish it so I can read the series, the rest of them. The next book I chose was, I believe, a standalone, I think. I can't even remember. Yeah, a standalone. For that, I chose The Secret School by Abby. This book was really short. It was 153 pages. I read it in a day, I believe, so that's cool. This book is based in 1925. It's about this little schoolhouse. There's 8 children, I believe, and the teacher's mother has a stroke, and so the teacher has to leave, and the community's very poor, and the head of the school board decides, well, we just can't afford it. You guys have to repeat your year again next year, because there's only like 2 months. You get an extra long summer vacation. And there are 2 kids in this school that are in 8th grade. They would be taking what is called an exit exam so they can attend high school the next year. And one of them is Ida. And she dreams of becoming a teacher, and she can't unless she goes to high school and then goes to college. So the children decide that she will be their new teacher, so that way they don't have to repeat the school year. And so it's just a cute little story. It was really good. I liked it. I believe I gave it 3 stars. It was good. I don't know if I'd read it again or not, but I did enjoy it. And then the last book I had was a book from your own TBR. So the first 3 books I have not read. This book I have. This is Daniel X. Watch This, guys. This is my 2nd time reading this book. I'm trying to reread the series because I recently got the 6th book. And it's been a long time since I've read the first 5. So I'm just rereading them so I can read the 6th book. But this book was good. I also gave this book 3 stars. This book follows a kid named Daniel X, who is an alien on planet Earth to hunt bad aliens. There's a most wanted list, and in this book he goes up against the 5th most wanted alien who's on planet Earth. And so it's really interesting. The story is cool. I really like the idea. He's got these superpowers. He can create anything he can imagine, like a car, a person, an object, whatever he feels like. He can also transform himself. And he's got super hearing, he's super strong, he's just got these cool powers. He's kind of like Superman with a little extra stuff mixed in there, and he's a kid. But I really enjoy this series. I liked the first book better, but this book was good too. I'm hoping the 3rd book is good. Sometimes I feel like the 2nd book is the worst. I'm not sure why. But those are the books I read. I read these 2 all the way through. I read this one in a day, this one in 2 days, and then I believe I started this on Wednesday. And it's one of those books that I just want to sit down and read it, and so I read it every time I get a chance, and then I end up rereading the same paragraph 6 different times because I only have like 10 seconds and I have to do something. Like, I went to the chiropractor and I was sitting there reading, and I get halfway through a paragraph and they're like, okay, you're ready for you, and I'm like, oh crap, and so I put the bookmark in and I go, and I've done that like 6 times. So I was stuck on the same chapter for like a day. But I am going to finish it, hopefully this week. I'm going to be gone till at least Wednesday, if not Thursday. It takes me 6.5 hours to drive where I'm going, so probably not going to do a whole lot of reading. I'm going to visit my aunt. And I'm super excited, but I'm not gonna read much this week. Hopefully the next couple weeks I can read some more. I've only read 3 books this month. I'm super bummed. Halfway through the month, setting myself up for 6. But yeah, I enjoy readathons. They're fun. They make me want to read more. So yeah, fantastic. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video diary, even though you only got to see me for the first 3 days. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!